Yes, it is.
I love it.
Welcome to the ladies' night edition of Guess What's Coming to Dinner.
Yay, I'm excited. No Michael.
I know Michael is not here, but it's okay. He gets his night. He gets his guy's night too. Yeah. So it's cool. I'm Darrah Lashley.
I'm Salome Denoon.
And we're joined by
Aliyah, Kamara.
Sonya Miles.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for coming, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So
no,
okay,
go.
Maybe we could start with a shot because I was just like, yeah, get loose. So I like added these little like shot things. They kind of remind me of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. So to friendship, to a good tape recording, and success.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Woo, woo, woo. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't bad.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
That's tasty.
Yeah. All right. So, should we talk about how we know each other? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we all go to Playhouse West.
Yeah.
Philadelphia. We're all actresses.
Yeah.
Artists.
And writers.
And writers. And directors.
And let me say that's the best thing to have in common.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
I would agree.
Yes. Yeah. Are you guys working on anything?
Yes, I am currently working on a project with a fellow Playhouse West student, Abby Allen. I'm going to be co-producing a short film of hers. I'm proud of her. It's her first short film that she has written, and I'm proud of her. And I'm also working on a bunch of stuff for me. I have literally like 4 different websites open on my on Word for things that I just have the first sentence and nothing else. But I do actually have one that I finished, but I'm going back to retweak it because the perfectionist in me
Was
is
that
like,
was that? Oh my gosh! I read something of yours.
it's still untitled, but it's titled right now as Lavender. But that may change.
Lavender. Yeah,
Lavender.
that's what I was. Yeah, Lavender was good.
Yes.
I still haven't read it yet, but I can't wait. I can't wait to
Come
read it.
on, AD.
Where can
I know.
Wait, where can I find it?
So we are. I don't know if you are a part of the Unoya Collective. That was founded by Abby. So yeah, I'll probably just shoot her a message on.
Yeah, I feel bad because I was supposed to audition for something that
Oh, it's
I didn't have
okay.
the
It's
time.
okay.
Listen,
Oh,
things
it's
happen.
okay.
Things
Yeah,
happen.
it's
I'm
okay.
pretty sure
Yeah.
she'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
Just reach out to her.
Yeah. Shout out to Abby.
Yes, Abby Allen. She'll be on the show soon.
Yeah. So how the format goes, you guys? We have we talk a little bit about the food, and then we share a little bit of history on the food, and then we have like a random fact of the episode, right? But I only found information on the French 75 because I was really excited.
Which is what this is. It's a take on the French 75. I added a little bit of grenadine just to make it pink for ladies' night, but it's not supposed to
It
be.
looks really pretty.
Yeah, it looks good. And when I read it, I was so excited to drink it because the French 75 cocktail celebrates the firepower of the World War I French 75 millimeter field gun. So it's named after a weapon. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. And apparently the kick that the drink has from the gin gives the same kick as the weapon. So I'm excited. Let's see what happens.
And it's
All right.
pink.
Yes. That was Darrah's take on it.
It's
Yeah.
not supposed to be pink, but I just wanted it to be pink for ladies' night, so.
Yeah, you did a good job, friend. Excellent job. All right. So, random fact of the episode now. Now, when I was trying to find a random fact of the episode, I saw one that said women see different colors than men, which makes sense because there's eggshell and there's, you know, like all the, and they just see white or yellow, you know? But then it disappeared for some reason and I couldn't find it back. So I had to find a new one. And I thought it was like fake because it should set the tone for what we're about. It's gonna go down. Okay, so today's random fact of the episode, which I'm really excited about. A woman's clitoris grows throughout her lifetime. Ooh. This means that many women in their 40s and 50s have stronger orgasms than they did during their teens and 20s.
All right.
So
I know that's right.
I know. All right. So, looking forward to the growth.
Yeah.
You know? Looking forward.
Have something to look forward to as
well.
well.
Right. I'm in age. I'm almost there.
Okay.
It's fine. We're coming. I started eating, guys. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I started eating.
Okay. So, how we're gonna do it is we pick a question and we just discuss. And yeah, you guys have a good time. Yay.
Yes. Who wants to go first?
Yeah.
I'll start first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna scramble up this bowl real quick. All right, let me see. If you could change one part of your body, what would it be? Honey, my fupa. The gut, honey, like be in the way.
I be getting mad. I be having a attitude.
You know what? I really started gaining my weight like after I graduated high school, and maybe like 3 years ago, I'm like, oh yeah, I know I gotta do something about this because it's like got to the point where I can't really see my coochie no more. I'm just like, yo.
Oh my God.
But I mean, listen, somebody out there loves it.
I know that's right.
1,000%.
Yes.
Do we all answer the question?
I guess if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to.
Well, there's hope for the fupa. Okay.
Yeah, there is hope.
Maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, I didn't think it was possible to get it to diminish. Mm-hmm. But I've been working out ever since the pandemic. I've been like going to the gym. Like soon as the gym is open back up, so it's probably like 2.5 years now. I have been going faithfully to the gym and working on this fupa, and I'm starting to see abs.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm seeing lines.
Abs.
Yes to the abs. Okay, who goes next?
I mean, there's so much that I wouldn't want to change about myself, and I think I'm working on it. Like, I hate having back fat, but I think I'm working on it and stuff like that. But then I think I'm in a space now where I'm just accepting myself for who I am and loving me, and then everything else you can work out.
Yes, love yourself always.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. I love myself too, and I'm doing that too. But I would get some bigger boobies.
Don't do it.
I feel like a child.
Well, girl, your figure is the bomb. So
It is.
I'm in an A, y'all. I'm in an A. Yeah, like a grown ass woman.
I would love to be in an A.
What?
I would love to be in an A. I feel like with my boobs, I just feel like sometimes, like, if I'm laying flat on my back, it's like all over the place. And like right now, I'm driving like a tiny car, and like when I'm in my boobs are up against the steering wheel. I'm just like feeling so uncomfortable. I'm just like, yeah, honey. And then the beauty of it is you ain't gotta wear a bra if you don't want to.
I don't wear bras. Yeah, I don't wear them.
Really?
I don't need to.
I would love to have that freedom to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just go to the grocery store or Walmart
and just let them be free.
With my titties just flying.
That's the thing. They don't fly, girl. They don't fly. They just sit there. They ain't flying nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, the best thing for you can almost pull anything off, any type of top. if it has a deep
Yeah,
opening or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
But I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Look, Aliyah, you could still not wear a bra and be out. It's just society's gonna say some shit.
I know.
But
Yeah.
if that's what you want to do that. Shit, can I try this French sounding?
Let it fly,
fries?
girl.
I tried a little bit of it
yeah.
and it was delicious.
Is it good?
Yes.
Tell me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Go Darrah. Go Darrah.
Yeah, and I could feel the little kick. Ooh! Yay, friend!
Okay. Yes. I'll be making more. So
Yay!
feel free to
Sonya,
down it.
you want to go next?
Can you
Okay. If you were a man for one day, what would be the first thing that you do?
Shit.
That's a hard one.
No, that is a hard one.
Really?
I'm thinking.
I would just hold my dick. I'll just hold it. And I hope it's big too.
just hold it, right?
I'll just hold it.
I think.
And
You know
just
what?
like-
I think I would play with my balls. You know. You know, I mean, I have all brothers, and I grew up with them just in their damn pants, playing with their damn balls. Like, I'm just like, come on, like, treat me like a lady. I'm here.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm like, sometimes I fantasize, like, I don't know if this is weird, but do men feel powerful that they have a penis? You know, like, I'll just...
Probably.
Some of them do because that's all they have to offer.
Yeah, I want to explore what the inside of a woman feels like.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That would be cool.
That's a thought.
Yeah. Huh.
All right, so can I go now?
I've
or-
wondered that before.
Right.
What
yeah.
it feels like to them inside
Yeah,
there.
inside it's probably all warm and squishy.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me see. Let me see. If you had to choose between getting married for love or getting married for financial security, which would you choose? Oh. I hope this doesn't make me sound weird but if I had to choose, I would get married for financial security. And I think that's only because I've had the experience of getting married for love and it didn't work out. So I think financial security, because with love, if you only get married for love and then you realize like one day this person wakes up and is like, fuck you, I don't want to do this anymore, you know. But financial security, you'll be all right. So yeah, I think I'll choose financial security.
I'm a Cancer. I think I would do it for love. Like I love. I really do.
Yeah.
Haven't had the best experience in it, but that's a story for a different day. But I don't know. I believe in love, and I believe like timing is everything, and timing is everything, and it may not come when you want it. I've learned I'm not going to chase after it or look for it. I'm just going to let it come to me at this point in my life. And, if it happens, it happens. And, I like to take that chance. And I think true love is still out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's a shame, when we have, like, our bad experiences, it kind of, like, slows us down and makes us kind of, like, pessimistic in regards to finding the right one. But if you look back, you'll realize that those decisions that you made early on were because you were impatient, because I was impatient, So
Yeah.
And then I feel like, too, our downfall sometimes is, as women and men, we go for the love that we want, but not what we really need. We always put our wants before our needs.
Yeah.
True. I guess I would. This is a hard one because I love too. Like I love being in love and loving someone and loving on someone, but I know too. Like after being in a relationship for 9 years, that shit ebbs and flows. Like it is not enough. Okay, it's just not.
Absolutely.
It's not enough. So if I had to choose though. I would still probably choose love. I probably would, but
Yay, love.
it's rough. It is
Same
not
here.
easy.
Take your
is it
time
my
with
turn?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Take your time and
Get to know
be
that
patient.
person.
Yeah.
Watch for the red flags.
That stressing
Shit.
is
Because
Listen.
sometimes they're in front of your face, but you are so blinded by light eyes or a nice body or whatever there may be.
Yeah.
But
True.
yeah.
I know.
I went on like a red flag like thing a couple months ago. If he even said the wrong thing, I was out. Like I couldn't.
And that's
Yeah.
your prerogative. You can't
Yeah,
go wrong for
I
it.
couldn't. But then it started getting like ridiculous and crazy after a while. Like
with that person.
no, with anybody. So I met this guy
Oh.
once, and his name was Ernie, and I was like, oh, like Ernie and Bert the puppet.
Red flag number one.
Yeah, I was like, no. But I'm kind of like learning that I think love too is kind of like having faith in a person as well. And sometimes that's kind of hard. Like, please don't fuck me up further, you know? But yeah. What do you have, friend?
I have. What's your biggest lesson in relationships, friendships, or sexual relationships? I would say to trust my damn instincts.
Ooh, yes.
Girl.
People, I
Trust
think
that folk,
that
child.
is for real because I have been in a couple of situations, like not even just romantic relationships, but also friendships where something told me, something was telling me, don't do it.
Tugging at you.
Yes, and I would ignore it and say, "Oh no," but there, no,
Yeah.
no. That would be my biggest one. Trust that gut. Trust my gut. With people.
One thing, my cousin taught me this, and I think I had lost it somewhere, and then I found it back. My cousin said, when you love somebody, you love them 99%, and you keep 1% for yourself, so that if it fails, you have that 1% to love yourself with.
And to build on.
Yeah.
Love that.
And I think that's one thing that has been working out for me so far, like in the last couple months, just loving me.
Yeah.
And if
Because you
I'll-
set the
yeah.
tone on
yeah.
how you allow people to treat you.
Yeah. And if you don't love yourself, you'll accept anything,
Yep.
you know? So, yeah.
So true.
Well, mine is just learning how to surrender and release control and understand that things are not going to happen as fast as I want them to or how I want them to. The softer I become as a woman, the more those things will naturally come for you.
Yeah.
And just being patient and like Salome said, just having that faith
Yep.
in people. And I guess you think about it like, how would you want somebody to be with you? You know, would you want them to come in trying to change everything about you yourself? You know, and just learning how to. I guess I'll go back to just the having faith in that relationship.
I agree with all of y'all's statement. I'm like sitting here like, yes.
You ready? You can pick
Yeah.
again.
Okay. Oops. What's the cutoff age for dating a man? Woo! Child.
The
Dating.
cutoff age for dating a man,
Yes.
like for their age, or what does that mean?
I guess
I don't get it.
What you wouldn't go beyond, like
Yeah.
like what age you
which
would
age
date
limit I
beyond.
would date.
Yeah.
So, I started my because I have been out of the loop in dating for like about 4 to 5 years now, by choice. But as I try to swivel my way back in the dating field, I'm looking to date between, it's a big number, like between, I would say 27. My cutoff age would be, I would say like 55.
All right.
55.
For me, it's like if he's like around my dad's age. So my dad's like 64, 65. Yeah, my dad's 65. Sorry, Dad. I'm telling everybody your business. But yeah, I wouldn't date anybody like in my dad's age range because it's like no.
They got a good pension. Go for it.
No, because like if we get into it and he asks me who's your daddy, then like really it's gonna be you because you're my dad's age. Yeah, so I think yeah.
I think for me, 10 younger, maybe like 5 years older.
Yeah. 10 years younger? Okay,
yeah.
Stella.
And I think the older is because of things that, like my trauma, like it's related to my trauma. When I was a kid, because I always wondered about that, because you have the women who, they like older, and I'm just like, I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that.
I've never dated an
no
older
offense,
man, but I'm willing to.
Huh?
Never dated an older man, but I'm willing to.
I don't know. I'd be willing to try. My current boyfriend is 5 years younger than me. I think I probably wouldn't go any younger than that. I think maybe 10 years older I could do, probably. Just my daddy. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Like, wait, I don't know.
That's why I said 55, because I think my dad is like 64, close to 70. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can change one decision in life, what would it be? I really wish that I had the right. I'm getting emotional. Why?
Oh, it's okay.
I wish I had the right support system or leaders or the parents that guide you in the right direction in my life, because I would not have been a mother starting at 17. I wouldn't have been pregnant at 16. If I had, better examples set for me and, like I said, a better support system. Because I realized the things that I was trying to accomplish because I had I had my first baby at 17 and my second at 21. You know what I mean? I fought through college and everything like that. So and then when you get to college and you hear all the other young people they're like talking about their parents, how supportive they are, and just having that. And I'm a mom. I'm like really, really struggling through this experience, and I would not have chosen that for myself or for my own children either, because it's very difficult to do. And I think I would have waited to be a parent.
Thank you for saying that, because right now I'm going through like I can't wait to be a mom. And I like some days I'm like today, for example, I was really tired and I have like all these aches and pains, and I'm like, how is my body gonna support a baby? But hearing that, I feel like it's important to wait. Because
you deserve those years.
Yeah.
I don't know how old you are right now, but you deserve those years to, figure things out, to lay the foundation. You deserve all that time to yourself, so that you'll be able to give all of yourself to your babies when that time comes. And especially like you want to have the right person.
Yes.
That's another thing, I have two of the greatest kids ever, and they deserve to have a full-time father in their lives, and they never had that. You know, so
I see.
yes, wait till the time is right.
Yeah.
It's going to come for you, girl.
Yeah. What would I change? I would definitely change a couple things. One, like getting married, not waiting. I think at that time, I was 29 at the time, going on 30. And I felt like this desperation, and I was like, oh, I have to get married. I have to get married before I get to 30. And my sister was already married, like maybe like 7 years in. And I felt really bad. Everybody's like, why aren't you married? Why don't you have kids? And so I rushed into it. And I gave years to this person who really didn't love me. You know what I mean? I'm just like, But now I'm scared to love somebody else because of what that experience was. And I wish I had waited. I wish I had known to wait. And the experience to being a wife would have been greater, you know?
I think the greatest love is the love that they allow you to be 100% yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they nurture that, and they, you know,
Yeah.
they add to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. To add on to that, I think I would have, what I would change, probably I would have done better in my 20s instead of trying to be a girlfriend to somebody that wasn't worthy of who I was, and they tried to diminish what I was trying to accomplish and do things with my life. And like, I just wish I would have loved myself a little bit more and knew how bomb I am and focused on myself. And like, I'm grateful for it at this point because like it led me to here, because I just remember the day where I just decided to be done. I turned 30 and something in me was just like, just get out of here. Like, you do not deserve this. Like, what did you, like, I literally was with a person from the time I was 19 to 30.
Oh, wow.
Trying to create, build something. And like, you cannot build with somebody that's not willing to meet you halfway. I was bringing the lumber, I was bringing everything in to build what I thought we were doing, and like then, but yet you're shitting on me every chance you get, cheating, doing whatever. So I just wish I would have I would have loved myself more, and you know, enjoyed my 20s more too, enjoyed being younger and beautiful, and I just wish I would have appreciated who I was more than
Wow. I mean, I would have to say the same, except it doesn't really pertain to men as much as it pertains to me, like not listening to my family telling me to go to college when I knew exactly what I wanted to do, right? Like, I always knew I wanted to be in entertainment. I always knew I wanted to sing and act and all of that stuff. And I had a plan for myself that I kind of derailed because I listened to my parents, you know? And I think I did try and fight for a while. I fought for a minute, but I think I didn't have enough confidence in myself at the time and enough love for myself to just do it anyway, you know, and go my own course, you know, and just trust that my decisions can be mine and I can live my own life and not have to, I guess, it's just the desire their approval so much, you know what I mean?
And that's normal
so,
too.
Yeah, it is, but it's one of my regrets. Like, I do feel like I just wish I did that for myself, you know?
What's your biggest regret regarding your love life? Isn't that like
my goodness.
regarding your love life. Yeah. Okay. Can we like skip this question because it's like the same thing, right?
Well, I actually have an answer for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yo. Okay.
My biggest regret regarding my love life is trying to make something happen with my first love for like 10 years straight that just was never gonna happen. Like, I tried so hard, child. I was like doing the most, and it took like 10 years of my life trying to do that, and I just that's my biggest regret. I wish I would have let go sooner.
Yeah.
Give me my sex back. Like, no, for real. Honestly, give me my sex back. I like thinking back on like all the sex I've had younger. I'm just like, you wasn't even worth any of this cooch. Like, you wasn't. Like, give it back. Like, give it back. Like,
Oh my god!
yeah. I want it back. I'm so dead serious.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I regret crying. I regret crying. Yeah.
Yep.
I like this one guy. I thought he was it. Before I would cry, but this one guy, I thought he was it, and we were gonna get married, and I had this whole fantasy in my head. And then one day, and I saw the flags, but I was like, no, he's good to me. He wants me to be his wife. And then one day he just walked in the house and he was just like, I can't do this anymore. And I literally felt like he shot me. I was on the floor and I was crying.
You sound like a scene.
Yeah.
Right?
I know which scene that is too.
Yeah. Oh
forget
my
what
God. I screamed. And I cried and I cried and I cried. And I want to believe that I begged him. And there are relationships where I kind of like, where I was kind of like, please don't do this to me. Please don't, bitch. I wish that shit would happen to me now.
Yeah.
Where I'd be like, okay. And it did happen where somebody was like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I just need time. I was like, okay. Well, have all the time that you need.
Well, I'll
This
be
was
over
nice.
here.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Thank you for your time and thank you for all the time that we spent together. And I went my merry way. And he's
the
still in my
best.
life today.
Yeah.
He is. I would definitely not cry. Yeah.
Yeah, just finding your confidence, because I look back on my life and I have been on my knees begging. And I look back, and now I'm just like, Sonya, who was that? He done said the worst things that I would never even say to a human being in my entire life, and you're on your knees. You're on your knees for this man.
Yeah. Personal story.
And it's just literally almost like
Listen.
you have to find your G.I. Jane
Yeah.
and feel kind of like liberated. So that came out eventually. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I'm not putting up with this.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know where to go? You don't know where to go? Okay. Let me make a list for you of where you can go. Right. You're not going to be walking in my house at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning during the week every night.
No.
Crawling up in the bed near me. And I can't even ask you where the hell you been.
Right?
Oh no.
No.
Oh, my God.
You're not going to disrespect me. Like
This is a safe space.
It is. It is. Please.
Absolutely.
Shoot.
I did that too. So my ex had this woman had called my phone, and she's telling me that she's sleeping with him, my man, and and he's in the background. He's in the background. And
Of the phone call.
with her,
where she is?
yeah, where she's
What?
at. And she's like, and like he's in the background, like hang up, and I'm just sitting there and I'm crying on the phone to her.
I do to her?
Listen,
Yo.
I'm crying on the phone like, how could he do this to me? And then, mind you,
piece of
what's
shit.
crazy is I was 19 at the time. She was at that point like 35.
Oh my God.
And how old was he?
He was 21.
So wait.
Yeah.
So this brings when we were like coming up with the questions for the show, right? I had wrote it on my Facebook and I had asked like some of my friends to help and one friend asked the question, how do you deal with mean girls? Like, you know, how do you deal with that?
Be mean back.
Right.
Try me.
And you know,
You gotta find that inner
you know,
Child,
that inner-
please
Yeah.
try
You
me.
know
And
what's
trust me, you
funny?
trigger me the right way,
Right,
it will come
yeah.
out just like that.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. That's what it is.
What's
They be thinking they can fuck with you because you
Right,
nice.
because you
and
nice.
you real, and you know, but fuck with me.
Exactly.
But like,
you
yeah,
want
you
to,
could
baby.
she would tell she was taunting me. And
Yeah.
mind you, I'm 19. She's a grown ass woman
Yeah.
with
That's
kids.
ridiculous.
And
That's ridiculous.
it was just, I was just like crying, like, oh my God, I can't, like, she's like, yeah, I'm effing him, and you can't do nothing about it. And I'm just like, I'm in my room in the corner. My mom comes in there because her room was next to mine. She said, what is going on? And I'm just like, he cheating on me. She's like, well, hang up then. You ain't got to be on this phone, stand up. My mom, she really, like, the stuff I went through, she be like, I just don't understand how you went through that. Because my mom, she will up and leave in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah.
Like, she purposely refused to ever get married again after my father. Because she's just like, she don't want to have to deal with, my mom's a no-nonsense person. She doesn't deal with drama. That's probably why she looks so good to be in her 60s. Because she's drama free. Nothing can like make her. Yeah.
You literally have to teach them how to treat you.
And
Like,
yeah.
And I just
tolerate.
And I just remember I was at, like, when I think back, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that in front of my mom. And she's just in the background like, hang up. You don't need to put up with this. Let her have him. She thinks she got a prize.
Okay, mama.
Yeah.
Yes,
Funny
mama.
because the only mean girls that I've ever encountered were older women. And
Yes.
so yeah.
Because they bullies. That's a
Yes,
bully.
they are.
But this is
That's
but
a bully.
over my life, I had to realize like I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Is it because you see me and you see me as a young woman figuring out shit that you
Exactly.
haven't figured out? And that's okay. I feel real sorry for you. And I hope that I am working on when I become, when I come across a woman that's like in her 20s, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to treat her like that.
Honestly, when I come across younger ladies, I really be trying to warn them. Like,
Yeah.
be careful out here, sis. When I see like young girls with these no good looking guys, you can just tell sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes just be like, girl, go to Paris, go live your life, go find some other business because he ain't it. They're not, and like guys, I feel like in their 20s, and younger, they're not ready.
Yeah.
They're not ready for.
They
a
don't know what to
commitment.
do. They
Like,
don't-
they just want to get a little nut off and go
Mm-hmm.
about their business. They're boys. Yeah, they're not ready yet. So
All right, me,
it my
my
turn
turn.
again?
Oh no, my turn. I think. No, it was your turn because I picked. What's your biggest? Yeah, it's your turn.
If you could stay at one age forever, what age would you pick?
Oh wow.
Oh man, I'm trying to think back about like my best ages when I felt wonderful. 30.
Yeah.
30.
hold up. Is it okay? I wanna. Is it,
Child, I'm 38, going on 39.
no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I'm girl. Let me tell you, I'm at that age where I have to like do the calculations. Let me tell you, I went to CVS the other day and I was really annoyed because we were recording that day, and I was really pissed, and all this stuff was going on, and the lady asked me, she's like, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm 32." And you know, I didn't have an attitude, but I was frustrated because so much was going on. And then she said, "What year were you born in?" And I said, 1988. And we're both just standing at each other, looking at each other like, and I'm like, why is this lady looking at me like that, you know? So I left and I went on, and it was like in the middle of the week, I said, oh shit, this lady probably was like, this dumbass. Now I'm 34, going on 35.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'll be 35 in July.
Oh, nice. Is that No, okay. No. What? Cancer?
Cancer.
Cancer, July
okay.
6th.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
I just
Nice.
turned 46.
No, you did not. You
Girl.
look good, honey.
Please tell me the 40s are better than the 30s because
They
my
are.
30s, child.
Well, I would pick age 35. I would pick age 35.
35.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to that age, so let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see.
we'll
Yeah.
I'll give you some feedback on that one. When I get there. I'll get you our list.
I think I would pick 24. I think 24 was like when I was just like, I came into being like, oh, I'm a woman. Like, oh, what is this like? Yeah, so I
I'll
would
go
pick
back.
24.
I'll go back to 13 where I had my apple bottom jeans.
Hey.
Boots with the Yes. It was since easier times.
Yeah.
Didn't have any real responsibility.
Up in this.
Didn't really know what real heartbreak was like or what life was really like.
So you get a do-over.
And my mama was
Yes.
doing everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's your turn.
Oh, is it?
Again. Yeah. Oh, that was real good. Are you gonna make some more, friend? Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
go
am.
ahead and pour this in here. Oh, what a
Do you want me to
time!
pour yours in a different cup next time, then?
No,
This says,
I
what is
just
your
want it to be
favorite
fancy.
thing about yourself, physical or not?
Ah,
That's a good
I
question.
think for me, probably my sense of humor.
Oh my God.
yeah,
One of my favorites about you, too.
yeah. You're everything, really. You are. Yeah. What was the question?
Oh,
What's
No.
your favorite thing about yourself,
Okay.
physical or not?
I love that I get to love. That I get to love everybody and just be happy. You know, sometimes I get down, but I know how to work on that. So yeah, I think that's my favorite thing about myself, like just being at peace no matter what. Yeah.
And similar to you, just no matter through all the trials and tribulations of life, deep down in my soul, I've stayed true to who I am, no matter how difficult that has been. And just, I think that I'm organically a lover. But life, puts you through so many challenges where it makes you so difficult to love. Especially people. Well, people.
Yes, people are hard.
People. And you sometimes, maybe for a short time you abandon that part of yourself, but you eventually come back.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
the people do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about myself, I think, would be my ability to make people feel comfortable.
Yes.
Like people, I think that's the feedback I always get from people. Like
Yeah.
they're never.
You're very
they
welcoming.
feel-
You are.
yeah.
You are.
I think I really like that. It's actually my favorite and my not so favorite thing.
Yeah.
Because it does also attract like motherfuckers who try to take advantage of it. You know what I mean? And then I gotta
That's
turn
where you
up.
go. Yes,
And it's like,
yes.
damn, I'm trying to be in my happy place, my peaceful place. Why you gotta make me turn up on you? Shit.
I am such a peaceful person as well, but I am never scared to
Yeah.
get ugly.
Exactly. Right.
I wish I had
Listen.
more of that.
Oh no, I got it.
This is kind of similar. It says, what do you love most about yourself? Which I just spoke about.
Yeah.
But it says, what is one thing about yourself that you wish you could change? For that part, I would say just my timidity. Just something kind of similar to what you were just saying, Darrah. Just I allowed myself to be walked all over too many times in my life. Like I even think about times. I think about times even in my childhood where I would wish I could just stand up to my bullies, go grab a bat from somewhere and just pick it up and don't be scared to swing that thing when somebody's taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
And when you think back to those times, you're like, why didn't I just do that? Like, because I have a problem. Like, I hate physical violence, and I never imagine myself in that place. So I think I'll kill somebody.
Oh my God.
If I do that, if I go there, like I have a I black out to where you don't be knowing what you're doing, right? Or how far you going, or you don't know when to stop.
Yeah.
So that's a really scary part of myself. So, but yeah, I would definitely stand up for myself more.
And to add to that, me, like, once I've learned to just walk away more so now and try to be quiet, because I'm like, really, it's more of a courteous, it's a courtesy to them more than it is to me to keep my mouth shut. Because, because I know where I can go and what I can do. So I'm just like, I'm going to just walk away. But don't put your hands on me, because then we have a different story. But I think words now I can pretty much deal with. But once you invade my personal space, you don't want to see tomorrow.
There are times, there are times in grade school where I I curled up into a ball and allowed myself to be beaten up, and I'm just like, and that was because of what was going on at home. You know, I had a bully in my house. You know what I mean? I was doing the same thing, so. Yeah, I wish I wasn't so shy, you know?
Yeah.
I recently discovered something about myself, and I really wish I could change it, because sometimes when I come out of that phase, I'm like, what the fuck were you thinking? This thing that I do is I would create worlds for myself, like fantasies. And I realized lately that was a coping mechanism that I had as a kid. And so I didn't grow up with my biological parents, and I grew up on the island, and island life and island living and island parenting is very, very different, right? Yeah, rigid, right? And so I used to create these fantasies in my head where I would come to America and be an actor. And get to see my mom.
Ask you can you tell us?
I was obsessed with That's So Raven, and I always felt like
my daughter was too.
I always felt like I was gonna come to America and be a part of That's So Raven show, and I just used to create these worlds, right? And I think I went along like the last 2 years just creating these worlds, and I would see like all these things, and I'll be happy, and I'll marry an actor, and I'll do all these things, and one day I just had to stop, and I'm like, okay, you have to live in reality, because it's making you sound crazy, you know?
You can still have your
You can still have your fantasies.
But it's weird to me.
Don't let it overtake you. To
Yeah.
I know about
where you're not dealing with reality.
Don't become delusional. It was kind of like borderline delusion.
Okay.
Because at one point, I was like, I was fixated on this one person. I was like, I'm going to marry this person. I'm going to be with this person. So I'm not going to date until I meet this person. And one day I was just like, come on now. It might take you like 100 years to meet this person. So just stop.
I mean, I still had those feelings about like a celebrity that I want to marry.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. I feel like fantasies are
even
are
DM the
healthy
celebrity
to
if
have.
you
as long as,
See, y'all gonna send me back.
Keep it up.
No, I think fantasies
Keep
are
it
healthy
up.
to have, because I mean, honestly, if you look at it, you are in America acting.
Yeah.
So
And
you know what I mean?
Right, like
You
manifestation.
You never know.
Yeah.
That might happen for you one
Right.
day.
Like, as long as you're still dealing with
dreaming.
reality and moving, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's not delusion to where you're kind of living your life in the fantasy. I think it's healthy to have fantasies.
Because I'm going to marry a
I've
celebrity.
actually learned how to do that. How to start doing it. But I've actually always done that.
Really?
Yeah, but
See, I thought
now
I
I'm
was crazy, child.
learning to get back to it more. So,
Wow. I thought I was crazy.
but God says to speak those things which are not as though they are.
Thank
Also.
you. Speak them right into existence.
Yep.
Okay, see?
Yep.
And maybe that's another thing I need to work on. Like, I feel like everything that I'm going through it alone. But I have to realize, like, everybody goes through the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you motivate yourself on days you really want to give up? I think about how far I came from, where I could have been. I think about
Just keep
women.
eating, y'all.
I think about women in my life who they let Christianity and all these things kind of like hold them down, because me being in like my marriage, I was really embarrassed at one point, and I was like, well, this is the person I chose, and I gotta stay here, you know. And I was like, ugh, well, I'm out. I'm out. Like, yeah, and whatever people want to say is what they want to say. So how I keep going is I think about where I could be right now. I wouldn't, like, if I had stayed, I would have just been this man's wife and begging him to love me and stuff like that. And I wouldn't have all these things. I wouldn't go to acting school, have movies, write, have you guys as friends, a podcast. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just think about where I could have been and where I'm headed, and it keeps me going. Yeah.
Can you repeat it?
Oh, it says, how do you motivate yourself on days you really want to give up?
You just really have to keep in your mind, like you said, how far you've come, how much work you've put in, and just staying faithful and just believing that you will see results.
Right.
Yeah.
And cultivation is very important. It takes a long, hard hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the more you put in, you will see the results of your labor. You will see it, and just keep believing in it. And it gets really hard sometimes.
really
like
does.
you want to go into a shell, and
Yes.
you ask yourself, "Oh, what am I doing this for? When is it going to come? I don't see nothing yet."
Yeah.
But you just have to keep believing,
Yeah.
keep believing, and not giving up, and believing in your community
Yeah.
of act. When you think about acting, it's your community of actors, and and sticking by each other, and from that bond, the right things will flourish as long as you
sure.
stay faithful to it, and we stay faithful to each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think too, it helps me. Like I talk to myself, right? Like I kind of try and give myself time to nourish myself and nurture myself. And there's sometimes too where I kind of even give into it and like give myself something, like give myself time to listen to some music that I really love, or give myself time to watch a show that I really like. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do that too, because then it's just like, okay, I had time to breathe. I gave myself a little time to relax, and now I can get back on it. All right,
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of need that sometimes. I kind of need to like give into it sometimes and give myself, even if it's just an hour. You know what I mean? Just an hour, a quick hour to give myself something, and then I can keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me too, like I'm like my own worst critic. I wake up every day like, what if I can't make it? What if I'm not going to make it? What if I'm not good enough? And then like, I remember first starting at Playhouse West, I'm just like, oh, this is not going to work because I'm not a good actor. Mind you, it's training, so I just felt like I wanted to give up because I'm like, I compare myself to a lot of people too, which you cannot do in this industry at all.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, what would be so special about me that somebody's going to be like, I want to give her a chance. So I'm just like, I just try to look at myself in the mirror and pick good things that I like about myself instead of just thinking of negativity all the time. Like, it's this, I saved it on my phone, but it's like this scene of Diana Ross talking about how she can create positivity.
Yes, I saved it on my phone too.
Yes.
She was coming at that man.
And this one morning when I was waking up, I just like was so like down about myself because I hate my job. I'm just everything. I'm not creative enough. I'm stuck in a rut with like writing and stuff. It's like that scene just popped up on my phone and like gave me the encouragement that I needed. I'm like, yeah, every time you think of something negative, you can replace it with like positivity. Like think of like how far you come. Like it may not be a Shonda Rhimes yet, but that's what getting up every day, going to class is for. That's what trying is for. Like, and my thing is, you should only really be competing with yourself, more than anybody else, and because you're your own competition. And like, even when the shit is whack, you still gotta pat yourself on the back. And
Right.
Bitch, I did that.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so
Sometimes it has to be whack to get to the good stuff. You know, get it out. And then,
Yeah. Wow.
And just keep in touch with things that motivate you, things that lift you up, pick you up. You know, we all know our go-tos.
yeah,
You know, just staying linked to those things is really important.
for sure. Because, you know, I'll say when I stepped away from like all my creativity and trying to go for it and everything, like my depression and anxiety like skyrocketed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So to what you're saying, staying in touch with that and like keeping it going and making sure you add it into your life is so important, you know, because it really does. Like when you step away from it, it's
And I got
healthy.
a little something hit me when you said Diana Ross because I think it's the movie The Wiz. There's a scene where she sings a song, and I can remember being a little girl.
home. Is it home? Is she singing home?
that's my Stephanie Moore does a better one, but I like
Yeah,
that.
but it's okay. Yeah.
Yes. Wait, you said it's what?
Home.
Yeah.
Was it the song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she
no, that is a song. I can remember being a little girl, and that just
Yeah.
my insides. And it just there's certain things in life, and it could be a movie, it could be a song that save your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Save your life in that moment.
Yeah.
So I believe that all of these pieces, these genres, you can pull things from all of them. It doesn't just have to be church. You know what I mean? There's survival, I don't know what to call it, but there's things that,
Tools. I don't know.
yeah,
Like
things that help you to survive in life. A lot of different aspects. So, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm a Christian, but I cannot diminish the power of those different things in my life
Right.
that have kept me alive.
yeah. There's God in those things too.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
He's everywhere. So
Yes.
it's
Yes. Yes. So true.
yeah. Yes, home. And you know what the other one I loved in The Wiz too? That was like, ooh, when Michael Jackson is on the pole.
Oh yeah, when he was when Scarecrow.
Yeah, when he's and the crows are like, damn, what's the name of that song though? What
I
is
know what
it?
you're talking about. I watch this movie
what
every
is
year
the name?
during the holidays.
I freaking love The Wiz, man.
I'm gonna listen to the home when I get in the car.
Oh, do it. Whose turn is it? Is it mine?
Yeah.
Oh. Have you ever had a one night stand? See, now why do I have to be
You want me to go
answering
first?
this question? Yes, please.
Yes, and I'm a person that said I would never have a one-night stand. And the problem with me is I'm like a really good, faithful person. I don't cheat or anything, but I had this one night stand in retaliation to my man cheating on me.
Yes.
And I'm about to tell y'all some stuff.
Oh my goodness.
So I chose a guy that I knew from high school that always liked me. That's who it turned out to be. Later in life, I ran back into him, you know, and that happened. But like I said, it was in retaliation. And then when I left, first of all, when I was there, I became scared and wanting to get the hell out of there fast.
Oh my God.
Yes, honey.
Oh no. All right.
And then you just be like, dang, I should have picked one of the white boys at work.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I've had a few, actually.
Ooh, for you.
Yeah, I've had a few. In college, I had a good time, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was sodding. I was sodding.
She said I was starting. Did you say
I was. I did.
I mean, you
I was.
supposed to,
I was.
You know,
I'm not gonna lie. I had a few in college. I did.
Oh my God, my mama gonna listen to this podcast.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mommy Jenny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I had one, and it scared me to never do it again. It has happened again, but it scared me to just be like conscious, right? So I was coming from somewhere, and I had missed my flight, and I was like in the airport, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to be in this airport. I don't want to go to sleep in this airport, right? And this guy, he was working on the airport, and he was like, I would get you a room for a night. And I was like, okay. Yeah. And that was my one. I don't remember his name. I don't know.
Oh, and you said
you ain't supposed
I don't. I was never do that again. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Mommy and Daddy.
Yes.
And cousins and
you're
everybody.
still here.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a
know.
big risk. That guy could have killed me.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God.
I mean, I had one, but it was whack. But he did have a big dick. I will say that. It was big, but he really was just whack.
Oh my God.
It was like whackety whack whack. Like
Listen.
I was on all fours, and it was just like, and I'm just sitting there thinking like, I'm just thinking about like what I need to buy for dinner tomorrow.
Nothing.
That's
There is
whack.
nothing in this world that could beat. And I
what?
don't play your experience, but let me tell you my experience, y'all. This man was fine. Like I like that thing that I do, like, you know, fantasy stuff. I fantasized my whole life with this man. I liked him. He was fine. He would buy me things and everything. And I was just like, yeah, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. And it came down for us to do it. And his penis is as big as my clit.
Oh, he had a micro
He's like,
penis.
he has a micro penis. But you would never guess it if you see him.
He had no business even asking me stuff like that. Me off.
You gotta, I mean, for real though.
tell
Like, you
me.
gotta tell me up front about that kind of thing.
Give me
Like,
that.
come on, give me a forewarning.
And then he had the
How did you get through
He
the
had
night?
the I cried. And then he had the audacity to like tell me shit about myself. Like this man called me a whore and everything.
The nerve.
He did.
Not the
Yeah.
miniature
The
penis.
nerve.
Yeah.
Like what?
So I mean
The
yeah.
audacity.
Right? Honestly, ew. Gross.
No. No, it was not.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What was that pivotal moment in your life that made you realize you need to keep pushing forward?
Wow, that's a good one. Wow. I'm gonna think on that and make some more cocktails.
Nice.
I need to think about that one because
Yeah. Oh, I have mine. So, like I said, I hate giving this man this time and this attention and stuff, but I'm dealing with this thing lately where it's like I'm thinking about my husband a lot and how he still has control over my life and stuff like that, right? But the moment for me was I was thinking I'm in this thing for life, like we're gonna do this, and then he literally shows up at my mom's house and he tells my mom, I don't love her. He did. And at that time, my whole life revolved around him. What does he want? How do I make life easy for him? How do we, go forward as a family and stuff like that? And my whole life was just wanting to be a wife and a mom. And that was where my focus was. And when he said that to me, and I tell you, that was another time where I remember I was sitting in a chair and he said it and I looked at him and I literally keeled over. And I was crying. I was breathless. I was like, oh my God, like what's happening? I was really close to dying. And then I looked up at his face and he was looking down at me and he was smiling. Like he was having a great freaking time. And I'm like, all right, I got you. And that was it for me. I was like, all right, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do what I always wanted to do. Because here I am, married to you, thinking that was what life was going to be. I was going to be a wife. I was going to be a mom. And putting all my dreams and stuff
on hold for you.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to find this acting school. I'm going to find ways of improving myself because this ain't it, you know? But, yeah.
I have a similar story to that. Probably the most pivotal for me is like the day when I decided like enough was enough in this relationship where I just couldn't deal with it no more. Like literally, and it was very tumultuous and abusive, and like my thing is it was my fault for everything. Even when now granted I'm not perfect, but even when it was me like trying to look out for you in certain ways, you look at it as me invading your privacy or nagging and being so I think when I realized that, you know, you don't appreciate me, you really don't love me, you're only with me more so probably for convenience and because I was your ride or die or held you down. So I realized I realized my worth. That was very pivotal for me. I'm like, why am I sitting here doing for somebody that doesn't give like you care if I'm on fire or not? Like, you know, so so I think that probably was a pivotal moment in my life for me realizing like, you know, just move on and find your happiness and find your worth. And like I realized being happy doesn't always have to require a relationship.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You have to be happy with yourself. You like a man or woman, whoever, should add on to your happiness. They should not be your whole world.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's just realizing that everything else in your life will fail. So that you can get to where you're supposed to be. And
that's scary.
It is.
And not so much saying that, you know, you're a failure or whatever you're seeking after more than you are like your dreams and, you know, your true self, whatever you're seeking after more than that, will, I don't want to say, you know, it'll end so that you can get to where you're supposed to be. You know, but one thing that for me in my life, one thing I chose to do is to just fully dedicate. I was a single mom, fully dedicate myself to my children, and you know, after they grew up and everything, I was led back to my dreams, like of acting. And like Darrah said earlier, you know, sometimes you'll abandon those things. Sometimes you'll abandon those things thinking that, you know, listening to everybody else or maybe not having the finances that you need to go to classes or have the training. But, you know, I'm glad that I'm in a place now where I can, you know, I'm back.
Yeah.
And I feel like fulfilled.
Good. Ugh.
You'll always feel like something is missing if you're in the wrong place.
Right.
Yep. What was the question again?
What was that pivotal moment in your life that made you realize you need to keep pushing forward?
I would say when I got out of a super abusive relationship with my godfather. I think.
You said what's your godfather?
I mean, he was just somebody I looked up to, right? Like, he was in this industry, and so I kind of probably put him on a pedestal he shouldn't have been on, and so I allowed that abuse to take place. But I think when I got out of that relationship, you know what I mean, when I kind of, like, got the courage to leave it, you know, that's when I was like, you know what, this is, it's just me. Like, I gotta, you know, I think, yeah, that would be when I left that relationship, because I had given up on a lot, you know what I mean? I had kind of turned into like a shell of myself. And so I had to really fight to get back to not being a shell. And I think it helped. I think me finally getting the courage was what helped me say, all right, I gotta keep going and live my life the way I know how to live it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
What turn is it?
It's,
I think.
I did this. This was mine.
Oh.
The pivotal moment. Yeah.
Okay, so Sonya. Oh.
What do you miss the most about being a kid?
The innocence.
Yeah. It's so funny because I still have, like last night I was watching TV, like all the lights were off, and I remember my parents kind of like doing that, just in the dark together, like watching TV.
Aw.
And I don't know, I miss
I'm gonna keep it here for a second.
things
so I
like
can
that.
talk it out. Do you want some?
Yeah. Just,
I don't have the greatest childhood, but I think that we want to rush into adulthood so fast, and you know, just being that childlike self, being free. You don't have a lot of responsibilities, and I think that once we start to become teenagers and young adults and things like that, like the best thing for me was playing with my cousins.
Yes.
Playing with my cousins, you know, but I feel like once we get a little bit older, we start to go off in our own little directions, and you kind of miss that bond. Yeah. So. I felt like my cousins were like my best friends.
Yeah.
me next, I guess.
I would say,
Oh,
did you
no,
all
go
answer
ahead.
that question?
Yeah.
I didn't answer. I'm sorry. I was so busy, like, trying to. I would say, like, just the freedom and the time and the space to geek out on stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would say. The non-adulting aspect.
Right.
Adulthood, the worst hood.
Hey, who's your secret famous crush? Everybody knows. Winston Duke.
Oh,
Yes, he is.
Is that your...
shout out to Da Vinci from BMF.
Oh my god.
Damn, I don't know
So
this.
mine is Kofi.
Kofi, I don't know.
Ralph
Your
Angel.
cereal.
From
Ralph Angel.
Ralph Angel.
Ralph Angel.
Shout out to him too.
Ralph Angel.
Sugar.
Google him.
Sugar.
I don't
You don't know. Oh, child.
Honey.
I know my mom has told me to watch this show, and I have not got around to
I
watching it
thought
yet.
of him today
Well, let
because
me tell you.
She said she thought of him today.
I did.
Don't be thinking about my man, okay?
I got to actually take a picture with my crush.
Really?
He was in a where was he at? Oh, he was on Broadway a couple years ago on a play called Thoughts of a... Ain't he fine? Ain't he fine?
Yes,
Chocolate.
That's a good one.
Oh, he Ghanaian too. Shout out to the Ghanaians.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't know if y'all know Aldous Hodge.
Oh,
From Underground.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Luke James too.
Oh.
Luke James. Lord, he could sing me right out of my panties. Something, honey. Oh my God, he whispered one note, they dropping. That panties is off. Oh my God. Sorry, John. I love you, babe, but
Salome, did you say yours?
Yeah, Winston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Duke.
He's
Winston
what is
Duke.
he?
M'Baku. He's from my country.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Da
he
Vinci
lives.
is Haitian.
Ooh,
I heard
okay. Oh yeah.
situation, man. No. I heard they have you climbing up rails and stuff, like going crazy over them.
No.
Who else I would like? Damn, I gotta think about this. I'll come back to it.
Y'all got a white one?
I like Mahershala Ali.
Oh yeah.
I think he fine. Mahershala Ali.
You guys know who I love.
You don't like him?
I don't
think
know
it's
who it is.
From
He was in Moonlight.
Moonlight.
He was. Yeah, he was in Moonlight.
Okay.
I love him. I think he's fine.
You know who
His smile is like sunshine.
who I really like, and I had to like stop liking him because again, like my fantasies and stuff. But he's married. David, I could never say his nobody could say this man's last name right. But he played Martin Luther King in Selma.
Oh, him?
David?
Yeah, I don't know his last name.
Yeah, like nobody
I
can
can't
say
say
it.
it.
Cool. Yeah.
Something.
I'm not even gonna try.
I love me some
No,
him.
but my white crush, I'm gonna go back to my teenage years. Chad Michael Murray
Really?
from One Tree Hill.
Oh,
wow.
Yes,
True.
That's a good one. I'm still rolling with Brad Pitt. I'm still rolling with him.
Yeah.
I think he's
fine. He's
fine.
Oh, and Matthew McConaughey kind of is. Yeah, something.
I like
about
his
him.
energy. I like his energy.
Yeah.
I feel like
Matthew's
the guy
energy.
Andrew in our class reminds me of him so much. I don't know why. He doesn't look like him, but maybe it's the hair. I don't know.
I can see it.
Yeah, he just reminds me of him so much.
I can see it.
I don't have one. All right, I think we gotta like do one more round because Aliyah gotta go.
Oh,
Okay.
what time is it? Sorry. Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll do one more round. Did
One
you?
more.
Okay, so it's your turn.
I don't know.
Oh, no, I lost.
You were after Sonya.
I went already, so it.
And then Sonya just
I
picked
think
and
it's
now
So it's you.
Me.
I think it's
Okay. All right. Okay. This is a blank one.
We're looking at Michael right now.
He
Guys.
shouldn't be here. Don't know why you're here. Why do you think? Why do you think marriage is? Why do you think marriage is an achievement for some women? Do you think it stems from princess movies and books, religion, or society?
All the above.
Yeah, I was about to
Well,
say.
I think it
all
comes
of
from
it.
just not knowing the curiosity of it all.
Yeah.
But and I'm not going to talk down on marriage because I will be married again one day.
Yeah, I want to get married too. So yeah.
But I would just say, just rushing in it, being so anxious to get into it so soon, I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend at all.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Pick the right mate because it's harder when it's the wrong person.
never and don't settle.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
settling.
Yes.
It's like prison.
It is.
It's like prison when you.
I've never been married,
When
but
you
being in
choose
a
wrong,
relationship,
you're saying.
Yeah. When you
Yeah.
choose wrong, it's
Yeah.
like prison. Yeah.
they become a liability.
Honestly. Shit.
All right. So one more after this.
What are your top essential qualities in a romantic partner? I would say honesty
Yes.
and like support, like letting me be me, loving it. Okay, and that's it. That's it. Yeah.
I think I don't know what. Okay, I could only say like in one thing because I can't expand. But when I say something, it doesn't come off as nagging, right? Like that's, I don't know how you would say that in one. But for me to say, hey, you know, I don't like it when you do this, and he fixes it. Or I say, hey, we have to do this today, and he's there when it's time for us to go. You know, that's little things like that. And maybe too, it's because that's what I was looking for, and because I never had it, I'm more into that. I don't know how you would say it, but yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
For me, I would say really hearing me
Yeah.
when I talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, just listening to me and understanding it. You know, that if I said something about it or mentioned it, it's really important to me, and adjusting accordingly.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good
just
one.
trust and loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust and loyalty.
Communication. Communication. May I reiterate that? Yes, honesty. I cannot be with anybody that I cannot trust. Be attentive. I feel like a lot of men aren't that attentive to us women, some things. And like for me, small things are what really matter to me. Like I do not care about a damn French dining type lifestyle. The small things, like just pay attention. Like I tell you that I like a certain type of chocolate, and you just get it for me just because it's not just because it's Valentine's Day or my birthday. Stuff like that. That gets me every time.
Yeah, no, that's good.
There
It
are
is
men
good.
out here who will study you.
Yeah.
My
Get you
boyfriend
down
does.
to a T, and everybody deserves that. We all deserve that.
What do you guys think of like submission?
Like in the bedroom?
I think that
Oh. I'm sorry. All right.
I think that everybody has their own interpretation of it, but you need to have the right interpretation of it. And then, just don't forget that men are supposed to be submive as well.
Absolutely.
So each person is supposed to be submitting to each other.
It really it depends on. To me, too, it also depends on that person. Like, if you want me to submit to you, what are you? Like, you gotta have your stuff together, too. And like my good sis Jill Scott said, if you could tell me what to do.
Oh, my God, that's my line.
Right.
That is my line. Listen, because I was thinking about it lately. Oh, God. Anyway,
I love Jill.
this is the moment I knew that I was done. It was the beginning of the end. And I listened to what's her name? Aliyah? Is that how you say it?
Ayanla Van Zant.
Auntie, I'm so sorry. Auntie, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Ayanla.
Ayanla.
It's Ayanla.
Ayanla.
All right. She said something about her husband. She always used to do the shopping, and her husband, and she would always buy her husband his favorite cookies. And then one day he did the shopping, and he didn't buy her. Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, okay. Let me think about that. Like, how do I feel about that? It was my birthday. I turned 30, and I wanted a cupcake. That's all I wanted. I was turning 30, and all I wanted was one cupcake. And I asked this man, I said, hey, can you take me to Walmart to get a cupcake? I didn't even want him to buy it. I was like, I'll buy it. Just take me to Walmart to get this cupcake. No, I can't.
On your birthday?
On my birthday.
No.
30th birthday.
You shouldn't even have to ask that question.
Right.
But what he said to me, though, was he was on his way to Target or something, and he was like, I would take you to Target. I said, they don't have cupcakes in Target. They don't have cupcakes in Target. He's like, yes, they do. Yes, they do. I saw cupcakes in Target yesterday. I'm like, they don't have cupcakes in Target.
And it turned into a whole argument.
It didn't.
Debate.
Let me tell you. So me saying, listen, I'm this man's wife. He said there's cupcakes in Target. I'm with you. Let's go get a cupcake from Target, even though I knew they didn't have no cupcake in Target. So when I got to the door, I saw like somebody that worked there. I was like, you guys don't carry cupcakes, do you? And the guy said no. And from that moment, I was like, I can't hang my hat on nothing you say.
Yeah.
And he, like, I've been in situations with him where it's like, oh, you don't listen to me. I'm the captain of the ship. Yeah, you're supposed to be the captain, but you steered me so wrong so many times. Like, I can't.
What do y'all think of that headship when it comes into a relationship? I personally, I believe in my man being the head, but you got to be a strong leader.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Don't lead me into the pits of hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't. If I have to compromise my morals for you, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
I also believe though too, like you gotta know when it's my strength and I can lead this.
Exactly.
And you gotta follow
Yeah.
me and you gotta let me lead.
Yeah.
You gotta know I got us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And what's that saying behind every good man is a
it's
Yeah.
a
Good woman.
good
Yes,
woman.
Yep.
you know,
But
like
he has
so.
to learn how to listen too.
Yep.
Right.
And not like
exactly.
everything that I tell you is me trying to command you or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not,
And that's
yeah.
the submission is from both ends.
Exactly.
It's not just
Exactly.
from woman to man.
Because
Yeah.
yes, I'm gonna let you be the head. Absolutely. You're
Yeah.
my man. But when I know it's my strength and it's your weakness, that's okay. Let me lead. Let me do this for us. You know?
Yeah.
So
All right. So we gotta get into the game.
oh yeah,
because-
let's get in the game. Okay.
All right.
What
So
time you
this
gotta go?
game
What time is it?
is now 3:20.
3:20.
I can stay till 4.
Okay. All right. So we'll just get into the game and stuff, right? So this game is called Dirty Mind. Do you have anybody has a pen?
I do have a pen.
In my
Yeah.
purse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to get
Right. Let me
I'm still
see.
eating. Wait, take cake. Get cake.
Oh yeah, I do
Let me
want
get a
this
knife.
cake. Yeah. And everybody use their knife.
Set up, child.
I know.
me get a knife.
Thank you. What a day.
Don't wait for me. Go.
Okay, cool. So this game is called Dirty Mind, and I'm gonna read a sentence, and you tell me what you think it is. Okay. All right, and then at the end, I'll tell you what it is. So there's 10 questions here. Ready?
Okay.
I am often the first thing you put in your mouth. When you are done with me, you spit. What do you guys think it is?
toothbrush.
I hate you, Christians. Okay, and that was right. That was toothbrush. Okay. I am made of rubber, and you blow me on a hole. One prick, and I am done.
A balloon?
I want to say it's a balloon.
I'm gonna just give you this. Oh, you put it on there?
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
I'm going to say it's
Yeah.
a balloon.
Or
Balloon?
condom.
I think it's a condom, but I thought it was a condom, but I doubt. So maybe a balloon? It's a balloon. Yeah. Whew. I am long, thick, and firm. I stay hard for days, but when I am old, I get soft.
Cucumber.
Huh.
I was about to say banana.
I can't stand you, Christians. Oh my God. Huh. Sonya. Because my mind can't connect that fast. I'm just like, what is this? Okay. I rise up on a pole, and if I'm not blown, I go limp.
A flag.
I am prominently hung.
Is that right?
It is a flag. I'm sure it is a flag. Let me see. Yeah, it's a flag. I rise up on a pole, and if I'm not blown, I go limp. I am prominently hung. It is a flag. Okay. I have to be well hung to work properly. There are lots of dongs in me. Ooh.
Dogs.
Say what?
Dongs. Sorry, my accent. Dongs.
Dongs?
Dongs.
Oh, dogs.
I have to be well hung to work properly. There are a lot of
shower
dongs
curtain?
in me. Maybe.
Spell the word dunks.
Dongs.
Dong.
I don't know.
Dong? What's a dong?
Let me see. What's a dong? What do I have?
Like ding
Maybe
dong.
maybe it's a shower curtain,
dong.
like you said. Can you read it again?
So, I have to be well hung to work properly. There are a lot of dongs in me.
It
Or a
must be
picture?
shower curtain.
Oh, a shower curtain.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What are dongs?
Curtains?
Right, or a curtain, or
Let me see. I don't know.
I'm
The
lost
deep.
with the dongs word.
yeah, dong. I don't know what that is.
Let me see. I'm trying to look up what dongs are.
Hey Google. Hey Siri. What's a
Just
dong?
put dongs definition.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Oh my God!
Oh, you're not about to start Siri, okay?
Right, please.
It says it's a bell. I don't know.
A what?
A bell?
A bell.
A belt?
What's that bell? B-E-L-L.
Oh, a bell.
I don't
oh,
know.
dong, like a bell, like a
like
dong.
dong.
Like
Okay.
ding dong, like a doorbell.
Oh, so you guys did have it when you said ding dong. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, after you get on top of me, you need. Ooh, after you get on top of me, you need rest. If I am too short, I leave you hanging. If I am too soft, I am useless.
A bed? No, because you don't need rest after you get on a bed.
No.
Ooh, let me take a drink, child.
I don't know.
Repeat.
Okay. After you get on top of me, you need rest. If I am too short, I leave you hanging. If I am too soft, I am useless.
A bike.
Let's see. Let me read this again.
Notice.
Prayers for my mind. After you get on top of me, you need rest. Maybe. If I am too short, I leave you hanging. Oh, yeah. It could be a bike. Oh, it's a bed.
Oh,
bed.
I was right.
What? After you get on top of me, you need to rest.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I see. Okay.
You turn me on when you you turn me on when you fiddle with my nubs. You have to change position sometimes to improve. Child, what is this? What is
Shower.
a shower?
Massage.
Tub. No.
Nah. You turn me on when you fiddle my nubs. You have to change position sometimes to improve. We should pass this paper along.
Oh, my knobs.
All right, go ahead, Aliyah.
Knobs.
Number 8.
I'm a 4-letter word.
Oh wait, we had to solve number 7 first. It's a radio.
Oh.
I'm a 4-letter word that ends in UNT. I get off on feet. People are desperate to get me off.
Oh.
It ends in UNT.
It
And
ends
what?
in
Stunt.
Unt.
I know, right? Aunt.
Say it again.
I'm a 4-letter word that
Oh,
ends
4-letter word.
in UNT. I get off on feet. People are desperate to get me off. What's it? What is it?
What?
A 4-letter word that ends in aunt?
Punt.
Punt.
Is it
Punt?
punt?
Maybe.
Let me see. What number was that? 8?
Punt.
See, sometimes it works. It comes and goes. All right. Number 9.
You do number 9 because I'm sure.
Y'all ready? Touching me in the wrong place will turn me off. Your mother said if you abuse me, you'll go blind.
Ooh,
I can get turned on in any room in the house.
TV?
a light.
Oh, yeah, I
light?
say a light.
Say it again.
And it
then.
goes to TV.
I'm a word that ends in UCK. I'm needed when you get too hot. I often have a lot of guys inside me.
What? I'm a word.
It ends in what?
I'm a word that ends in UCK. I'm needed when you get too hot.
What?
I often have a lot of guys inside of me. A lot of guys inside of me?
Yeah, I'm lost.
UCK?
UCK. And you need me when I need you when I get hot.
A truck? No, you don't need a truck when you
It's
get
4
hot.
let. Oh no,
It could be a truck.
It could be a truck.
Yeah.
Yes, you might be right.
But when you get too
But
hot,
you don't get too hot, right? And go into a truck, though, right?
Yes, you do.
I'm needed when you get too hot. I'm needed when you get too hot.
Oh, I'm needed when you get too hot.
I'm needed when you get too hot. And it ends in UCK? I don't know, y'all.
I don't know.
I don't know this one. Oh, a fire truck.
Fire truck, and that's so true. It ends in the UCK.
Yeah, it does. Oh,
Fire truck.
I'm like, a truck? I don't know. Well, guys.
that was fun, you guys.
Yes. Oh my
thank
goodness.
you.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming.
I
we had
thoroughly
so much
enjoyed
fun.
We
this.
loved it. Thanks for having me.
Yay! But we're not done yet. So, what words of encouragement would you leave for
Is the knife still over there? The tiramisu knife?
Oh, yes, right here.
our listeners? And I guess since it's like ladies' night, what words of encouragement would you leave for a woman or a younger woman?
Okay. For women out there, don't dim your light for anybody, whether it's a man, a woman, who the hell ever. Stay shining and keep on outshining.
Oh,
love that. Keep on outshining.
And to the younger girls, yes, just live your life, love yourself. Don't rush into these relationships with these little boys. Find yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself.
Yeah. What words of encouragement would you leave for a woman, a younger woman, and women in general?
For women in general, younger or older, just always, like it was already said, just stay true to yourself. And I just lost my train of thought. Don't let it be. It'll come back to me.
No, it's okay.
It'll come back to me.
Yeah. Well, around here, what we do, right? One of the things that we do on the show is like we say goodbye, like your granny in a black church. We say bye like 100 times. So I thought just came to my mind. Do you guys know? And I was like, I learned this like a couple months ago that you have to change your underwear every 9 months. Yeah.
Oh.
Nobody told me that shit. I have
told.
underwear like from way back in the day.
I do give it a good maybe year, and if once it start getting holes and stuff, right?
Once it
when I get
starts,
rid.
yeah.
I do use those as period drawers though.
Right, period panties.
Right.
Yeah. I would say know your power as a woman.
Yes.
Trust your instincts. We are giving them specifically for a reason. We have some specific instincts as women. I think that we should always trust and follow and love on yourself. Just love on yourself as much as possible.
Yeah. Travel. See the world. Have as much sex as possible.
A lot of sex.
Yeah, so you would
Safe
know what you like.
sex, too.
I feel like Sonya's like burning a hole in my face. Like as a Christian, you shouldn't
Cut
be
it
saying
out.
that. But I'm telling you, like, yeah,
Keep
what
it
if,
safe.
yeah, be safe. If my pastor ever listens to this, he'll be like, girl, but yeah, have as much sex as possible.
Yeah,
Learn
for
what you
real.
like. Travel.
If you can accomplish 21 orgasms in one sitting, that is like
I've never in my life. Now, who you been with? Who have you been with? Because
I have
I ain't
yet to
had.
accomplish that. But
Oh, okay.
I have yet to accomplish that. But
I feel like I'd be exhausted.
Hush your ass up. No, child. And sometimes I think about stuff like that. Like, did my grandmother ever accomplish like a orgasm? Like, did she ever squirt?
I
Like,
don't think our grandmothers did like that back then. I don't.
I don't know about
go
I
ahead
don't
and
want to
get
know about
mine.
mine, but
I don't know because
I feel like the sex. I don't know. I feel like women back then they weren't able to explore themselves sexually with their mates because it was more. I feel like it was more so for the man.
It was like a duty,
shit,
right?
Yeah,
Like to
it was
get
like a
pregnant.
duty. Yeah,
and-
like-
baby, you gonna get yours, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
because
mine.
men wasn't like I guess like oral sex. Like men wasn't eating the cat like that back then.
That's insane.
but-
Let me tell you something. I'm disgusted and feel real dirty if I don't come. Okay? I ain't trying to.
Same.
I'm like, ew. What did I just do?
what was the
Like,
point?
what was this?
Yes,
This is gross.
What was the point?
I am mad. I'm like, get off me. Like, ew,
I
you're
do.
pointless.
Yeah.
I do feel used if I don't get it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
understand your worth through the eyes of God first, and then proceed with life.
I like it. I like it.
Woo! Yeah.
Love you guys.